Welcome back. Technocrats. They are in place now. They have been installed in Rome and in Athens. And this was supposed to calm markets. But today we saw Italian yields rise. We saw Spanish yields rise. We saw French, Spanish, and Belgian credit default swaps hit new records. So doesn't sound like calming markets. So who's in charge here is really the question. Markets or technocrats? And where is the Eurozone headed? Is it still headed down? Well, Gerald Celente is back because we want to ask him all those questions. Again, he's founder and director at Trends Research Institute and publisher of the Trends Journal. And he's actually been hit in the crossfires of this, you could say. So, Gerald, let's get straight to this. You know, I have to ask about this MF Global thing because, of course, for our audience, MF Global, the firm, it declared bankruptcy, filed for bankruptcy. It made bad bets on European sovereign debt. But I understand you have been caught in the crossfire, actually. So what happened?
Oh, I really got burned. I got a call last Monday. I have an account with Lind Waldock, and I've been trading gold since 1978, and I have a very simple strategy. As you well know, I've been very bullish on gold for many years. So what I do is I buy a future, and I keep buying futures until I have enough money to take delivery of the contract. So I was building up my account to take delivery on a contract, and I got a call on Monday, and they said they have a margin call. I said, what are you talking about? I got a ton of money in my account. Oh, no, you don't. That money's with a trustee now. I said, who made up this decision? No, the CME Group and somebody else. I said, oh, yeah, the Capones and the Lanskys. They took my money. They took out of my account. It wasn't being traded by anyone. This is like having money in a bank account. They took my money out of my account, 6 figures, and they have it. They closed out 2 of my positions, and I can't get any answers, and I can't get my money. And you watch this guy, Corzine. You know, Lauren, the word justice, they spell it wrong. It's J-U-S-T-U-S. Just us. This clown walks. He has, you know, my money's gone and about 150,000 other people. We can't get any answers from them. Oh, you know, he's raising what? He's having dinners for Obama at $35,000 a pop. This guy's sitting at the casino making bets 36 to 1. Mm-hmm. You go down $1, but you bet 36. And he's cleaned out and ruined a lot of people. Yeah. So maybe the name MF, I'm thinking the first word of MF is mother. And we could put the other word in there if you use your imagination.
Yeah, I hear
because where you're going. That's what they're doing to everybody.
I hear where you're going. And Gerald, just for our viewers that may not know, John Corzine, of course, is former Goldman Sachs guy and a Fed regulator, a former Fed regulator who wrote an op-ed, said that the joke as to how he got that MF Global, that primary dealer status, which is very coveted by the Fed, were 2 words, John Corzine, because of his political connections and his Wall Street connections. But Gerald, just, you know, to kind of stick to you for 1 minute, you know, you've been a big proponent of physical gold for a long time, and that physical gold so that you didn't have to deal with the liabilities of futures contracts or other precious metal derivatives. So what happened here? What the heck happened?
Well, I do both. I buy for possession, but I trade for possession. So in other words, what I do is I buy a contract for the future, knowing that I'm going to take possession of it. So it's a form of gambling, but, you know, I've been doing it since 1978. I also buy bullion, I buy gold coins, but this is another way of investing, but always with the intention of taking possession. So, for example, I had December contracts. I was going to take possession of my gold this December, less than a month away. And as I said, they called me on Monday, you're not getting anything because I don't have any, they have my money.
Gerald, that's,
so it's not, you know, it's
absurd.
just one of the ways of doing it.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Real quickly, just all of this stems back to the Eurozone, of course, because MF Global made bad bets on it. I want to play you what Nouriel Roubini says as a forecast, and I just want your real quick response.
Greece, Ireland, Portugal, Italy, Spain, and Cyprus that have to different degrees economic, fiscal, and financial difficulties. and one or more of them may need to restructure, reduce its private and public debts. One or more of them may have to exit the Eurozone. If enough of them exit the Eurozone, then that effectively implies a breakup of the Eurozone.
So basically he's saying there could be a breakup of the Eurozone. Yes or no, do you agree?
Oh, yeah, we've been saying this when the Eurozone was first created. That was created during good times and in the heyday of globalization, and that when things turned bad, it would break up. And another word, very be careful to look at, that they're using, as you mentioned earlier, the word technocrat. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, the technocrats are coming and they're going to save the day. These are the backroom dealers that made all of these. Look where they came from. What's his name? Monty? Three-card Monty.
And Gerald, I'm going to have to get into that tomorrow with my viewers. I'll have to explain to them what a technocrat is, because you bring up a great point. Thanks so much for being on the show and telling us all of your insights. And we're so sorry about your money, but thanks for telling us your story. That was Gerald Celente, founder and director at Trends Research Institute, also publisher of the Trends Journal.